guys, you know about my arms, but what about my quads? I need pants that fit well. And I got good news because our friends at Barbell Apparel have done it again. I want to introduce you to the Anything Pant. These are the best pants Barbell has ever made. They're the most comfortable pants I've ever worn. They've got 8 smart features. They're engineered to handle anything the day demands of you. They are constructed with cutting-edge, extreme 4-way stretch, technical fabric. They are stain-resistant. They've got a coating on them, and they look so good. They've got 2 hidden stash pockets for your belongings and your valuables. They're light, packable, wrinkle-resistant, and perfectly fitted. Is there any more I got to tell you about these things? Look, if you ever see me outside of this studio, guaranteed you're going to see me wearing these pants. If you're an athletic guy, don't look any further. Barbell is the apparel brand for you. Promo code Chael10 will get you 10% off at barbellapparel.com. Or click in the link below to Barbell's Kickstarter campaign to order your everything pant now. Conor came out with a cryptic tweet that simply said, "I accept." He has now qualified. Now, Chimaev came back and responded to that tweet by saying, "Beg me," one of Conor's old lines. Very, very smart play there by Chimaev. Conor has now come out and clarified, "I was not accepting a challenge by Chimaev." So the question becomes, what was Conor accepting a challenge for? Okay, fine. But if you set that aside, I do believe that we at least have enough information to conclude that Conor's retirement is now over. Fine. I'm fine with that. On the back of that, Ali comes out and says, "I'm going to do everything possible to make sure that Henry Cejudo fights Volkanovski for the championship." So you now have a question of who returns first? Whose retirement ends sooner? Conor's or Henry's? And I'm left to watch them both. I never fully bought the retirement of either, and I don't know that either meant it. Conor retired for reasons that we've never heard before. I thought Conor's reasons were really cool. He goes, "Man, I want to fight more. You're not letting me fight enough." He wasn't asking for money, opponents, opportunities, big crowd. He just wanted a match. I respected that. I don't quite know how we got from that to retirement. I'm not getting to do something enough, and therefore, I will do it not at all. I never really got it, but I did appreciate it was different. I mean, one thing with Conor, one reason he's such a master at this manipulation, he's always doing something different. Nobody's ever retired under those rules, which was confusing, but it was interesting and it was different. Henry's was very unique too, because Henry retires in the ring, goes to the press conference, which is 45 minutes later, and said, "Well, I would return if." Well, anytime you hear an if, okay, great, that's a public negotiation. Sometimes that works, usually does not. But we got your point, you're not retired, you'd like a little bit more X, Y, and Z. No, Henry walked away from the belt, take it. When the belt goes, so does my championship clause, which comes with a pile full of money. Take it all, I'm serious. There's only one question that I would have left. I can answer it for Conor, but I can't for Henry, and that is, did he exit the USADA pool? Very relevant if he did. I do not believe that he did. I know that Conor did not. But if he did, it would just come with a little bit of red tape to get back in. You guys are seeing that right now. Anthony Johnson comes to mind. Everybody's excited for the return of Rumble, particularly now that he's saying it's going to be at heavyweight, a weight class which he hasn't fought in a lot, but in all fairness, that he's never lost in, ever, including a win over a former world champion by TKO, Andre Arlovski. I mean, not for nothing, but Johnson matters, period. Johnson at heavyweight. Ooh, that's interesting. But he's still got the red tape and got to do the USADA thing. It's just one of these things. You can't just go put me in, coach. You just can't do that anymore. When you're an active athlete within the pool who leaves the pool, those rules are also different, in many ways more stringent, than a first-timer popping in. Now, without getting in the X's and O's of what it means to be with USADA, it is relevant if you're attempting to guess, is a guy sincere with his retirement? Did he leave the pool? If he left the pool, there's nothing to see here. If he didn't leave the pool, he could be coming back. And I don't know that answer on Henry. I just talked to Henry. I just didn't ask him that question. And it would be interesting to see what comes of Conor. And Conor largely is always looking for a headline, never misses a chance. Smart, very smart. But largely he's doing that. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt. You got to get 2 or 3 yeses from him. You're not going to get those on social media. He uses social media purely for fun. But if you call and talk to him, he's a very direct guy, including if he's saying, I'm not ready to tell you. He'll tell you, I'm not ready to tell you. But Conor says something, you can count on it. As of now, he said nothing. He's getting speculation going. There's even some speculation about a boxing match with Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, of which would do great. I mean, that would be really interesting. And for many of you that would disappoint, I don't want to see him do boxing. Well, you don't have a whole lot of choices right now. Do you want to see Conor? Including you haters out there, do you want to see Conor? The answer is yes. Whether you want to say it out loud or not, in your heart, the answer is yes. If you're an MMA fan, do you want to see yes or no? Because right now, you're not getting any. So if I tell you can get him, but you got to see him in the squared circle, oh, and by the way, the opponent's going to be Manny Pacquiao, the answer is going to be yes. I'm not bullish on the idea that that's what we're going to see Conor do next. I'm just sharing with you there is some moving parts, and I do believe, in all fairness, we can at least conclude the retirement's over.